This question says find all real zeros of the function 6x cubed plus 17x squared minus 26x plus 6. I'm going to try this the old-fashioned way, as if we didn't have a calculator first. Then I'll show you how we can do it on the calculator. So I think of the rational zeros test. My last coefficient is 8. My first is 6. I list all of the factors of 8 on top, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 8. All of the factors of 6 on the bottom, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. Then we can list all possible rational solutions. I'm going to leave off the plus or minus, but realize they're all plus or minus. Rational zeros, I guess we'll call it. Right, so they're all plus or minus. So 1 over 1, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 6, 2 over 1, 2 over 2 is 1, 2 over 3, 2 over 6 is a third, 4 over 1, 4 over 2 is 2, it's already there, 4 over 3, 4 over 6 is 2/3, it's already there, 8 over 1, 8 over 2 is 4, it's already there, 8 over 6, 8 over 3, and 8 over 6 is 4/3, it's already there. So plus or minus all those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 20 different possibilities that I could use. There are 20 different possibilities that I could use to find zeros. As soon as I find one, though, I'm in a much better place. So let's try a few of these and see if we can identify one. So again, here is our polynomial. P of x is 6x cubed plus 17x squared minus 26x plus 8. One's always a good one to try first. Let's try 1, 6, 17, negative 26, 8. Bring the 6 down. 1 times 6 is 6. 17 and 6 is 23. 1 times 23 is 23. 26, negative 26 and 23 is negative 3. Times 1 is negative 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. So f of 1 is 5. 1 is not a root. How about 2? Let's try 2. 6, 17, negative 26, 8, or 0. I use root and 0 interchangeably. 2 and 6 is 12, 17 and 12 is 29, 2 and 29 is 58, 58 minus 26 is 26, 26 times 2 is 52, 60. Upper bound, no sense trying anything bigger than 2, positive, 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 that's an upper bound. Nothing bigger than 2 will work. So try some negatives maybe. Let's try negative 1 and negative 2. So I'm not going to try 4 and 8, and I want to avoid fractions as long as I can. So let's try negative 1, see if negative 1 works. 6, 17, negative 26, and 8. Bring the 6 down. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. 17 minus 6 is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10. Negative 26 and 10 is negative 16. Negative 16 and negative 1 is 16. 16 and 8 is 24. That's a no. Let's try negative 2. 6, 17, negative 26, and 8. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12, 5, negative 10, negative 36, 72, 80. Okay, well, we have tried 1, 2, 3, 4 things. We haven't gotten any lower bounds here. To be a lower bound, it's got to alternate positive, negative, or negative, positive, negative, positive. So I don't know. What do we do? Do we keep trying? We could keep trying and see what we get. Nothing bigger than 2 is worth trying, so let's try 1/2 maybe. See if that works. What are our numbers? 6, 17, negative 26, and 8. Half of 6 is 3. 17 and 3 is 20. A half of 20 is 10. That's negative 16. A half of negative 16 is negative 8 and 0, and we have a solution. That makes me very happy. So 1/2 is a 0. It crosses at 1/2. Now I don't need to play the guess game because what's left here is a quadratic. It is basically 6x squared plus 20x minus 16. We want that to equal 0. Recognize these are all multiples of 2, so I can divide everything by 2 to make it a little easier to solve. And I get 3x squared plus 10x minus 8 is 0. To solve this, I could use the quadratic formula. I am going to factor. So I have 3x squared here. I have negative 8 here. I have 10x out in the corner. 3x times x, 2 and 4, 4 and 2, 4 and 2, plus 4 minus 2, negative 2x and 12x is 10x. So I get 3x minus 2 times x plus 4. So 3x minus 2 is 0, or x plus 4 is 0. So 3x is 2, x is 2/3, or x is negative 4. So my zeros are, I'll put them in set notation, the zeros are 1/2, 2/3, and negative 4. And that's how historically this problem was solved. But it is a lot easier to find the real zeros using the graphing calculator. So let's go there. Except, and see where we get. So to the graphing calculator. So I'm going to put in this function, and we're looking for zeros. So 6x to the 3rd plus 17 x squared minus 26x plus 8. And I want some kind of a window. Let's do zoom standard, maybe that's number 6, to start and see what it looks like. I can always adjust. Okay, it looks like I don't need a whole lot of x, maybe from negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 7 to 3. We need a whole lot more y, especially in the positive direction. So we'll go negative 7 to 3 or 4 by 1. I need a whole lot more y positive. So maybe I'll make y max 30 with the y scale of 10. Just so I can see it. Graph it. We have a bit of a problem here. I'm not going to be able to see everything up there. Just so I can see it once. I think I'm going to have to go all the way to 90. So I'm going to multiply it by 3. Graph it. So certainly you can see the negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 right there. So I can get that with my root finder. Second calc, 0, 0 finder, number 2. Move the man in the spaceship a little bit to the left of where it crosses. And notice it landed right there on negative 4. Enter a little bit to the right of where it crosses. And a guess. And notice it gives me a 0 of negative 4. But now I have these two things that are both fractions. So to see those, I'm going to zoom in around there. So we're going to maybe go to what? Zoom decimal, which should be pretty good. just where these two things are here. I'm going to try to move it over there. I'm going to try to zoom in there. Zoom in there. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to use my finder again, second calc 0. Move the man in the spaceship a little bit to the left of where it crosses. And you see a 0 of 0.5 or 1/2. And then the other one, second calc 0 finder. So you see these modern tools make this process a whole lot easier. Left bound, right bound, guess. 0.66667, which you recognize as 2/3. So once you have one of them, once I had -4, I could have used synthetic division to go ahead and find the other two, converting the resulting thing to a quadratic and then solving accordingly. All right, challenging question, but again, our zeros are 1/2, 2/3, and -4. The graphing calculator is a really good tool to help you get there.